Ron from Sweden, and in today's video I'm going to see if it's worth doing gold trade-ups or not. Spoiler, it's not! I recently did a grand total of 53 gold trade-ups in one single stream in one sitting, literally using up 265 red quality skins. And as you've probably seen from the video on my main channel where I did all of those trade-ups, it went pretty decent, although on average I was not super lucky, but we did get some really good hits, so I'm wondering, is it worth doing gold trade-ups on average? Well, that's what we're gonna find out, but first I want to thank today's video sponsor, which is
CS Money.
CS Money is a trusted trading site and marketplace where you can quickly trade for a brand new loadout in just a couple of seconds. They have reduced prices in the trade mode and a huge selection of filters for their over 1 million skins listed that have instant delivery. They've got many payment methods like cards, PayPal, crypto, and much more, and you can always trade your skins if you can't deposit. Their market mode also has a feature with lower prices and discounts, as well as an instant sell feature where they recently increased prices on user skins so you can insta sell them and receive more cash to spend on skins or cash out. So make sure you try out CS Money from the link in the description, and thank you CS Money for sponsoring. Now let's get back to the video. So, I've done this very extensive spreadsheet where you can see every single input skin and every single output skin, meaning all 265 skins we put into the trade-up, the exact float values, the exact price and everything, and the 53 golds that we got from those trade-ups, their exact float value, condition, and if there's any overpay for pattern, and of course, their price. On the left side here, you can see this is trade-up number 1, which has 5 items, trade-up number 2, which has 5 items, etc. And these trade-ups were actually set up by me and KV. He's the guy who actually helped Unepixel trade up to his Sapphire Butterfly.
Is it Black Ball or Sapphire? What the fuck? You're gonna Sapphire!
It's a Sapphire. It's a Sapphire. And he's the guy who also helped Fury trade up to his $30,000, $40,000 Crimson Kimono gloves. So he knows what he's doing, okay? We called up CIA and just said, hello, we need some assistance with the fucking trade-ups, and they sent Mossad. So if you weren't there or you haven't seen the video, these 53 trade-ups were structured in a special way, meaning 4 of the skins in every trade-ups were from viewers who would send them in and get joined into a group trade-up, and the 5th skin was supplied by me, actually given to me by Tumik, but that makes 5 in total, and if the skin ended up being from me, then I would give it to one of the other 4 guys. So kind of like a fun community trade-up thing, which means that in total we had 53 skins from me. These ended up being $2,000 in value, and we had, how many is that? I can't do math. Help. 211 skins from people who would send them into me. These 211 skins were valued at $14,800, so in total, $16,800 for all of these trade-ups. I also went ahead and listed every single trade-up, the cost of all the 5 reds, and the cost of the gold, which was the output. As you can see, trade-up number 1, the input, meaning the reds, were $1,120, and the output, $52. That's a loss of $1,065, which is great. Obviously, this is an extreme outlier. Many of the trade-ups would have looked something like this, where it cost around $250, $270. The output was $213, which means we lost, but not that much. We lost like $54. The best item we hit from any trade-up was a Karambit Fade, which not only is from the first knife collection ever, you know, the OG knives, but it's the Karambit, the best knife out of all 5, and it's Fade, which is, other than a blue gem or a factory new Crimson Web, honestly the best pattern in the entire case. That was trade up number 2. The inputs were $626, and the output, the Karambit Fade, was $2,270, which means on that trade up the profit was over $1,600 from a single trade up. That's pretty crazy. This is the most expensive item from all the 53 trade-ups, and the most profit from a single trade-up that we did. The biggest loss I already showed you, it was the minus $1,000 when we hit a very unlucky survival knife safari mesh minimal wear. Funny enough, the most expensive trade-up we did, where we got the biggest loss, is also the cheapest gold that we got from all the trade-ups. Yes, this survival safari mesh was the cheapest gold we got out of every single trade-up. That's crazy. But now that we have all of the data from these these 53 trade-ups, we can do some funny math. First question is what many people are going to be wondering: how much is the overall profit from 53 trade-ups? Well, I already told you, the total cost of all of the 265 reds was $16,800, and the total value of all the golds we got, it was $10,720. So we ended up losing something like almost $6,000. Yeah, $6,079 we lost. Yes. Out of all the 53 trade-ups we did, only 10 were profitable and 43 were negative. This means that out of all the trade-ups we did, only 18% were profitable, and the remaining 81% were all lost. So the odds of getting a profitable trade-up from my sample size, yeah, it's not looking too good. From all the 53 trade-ups, the average profit we got per trade-up was minus $114, which means on average 53 times we went minus $114 every single time. We can also calculate the average profit if we got a knife or if we got a glove. I kind of wanted to get more knives because in my head knives are always more expensive than gloves and should lead to more profitable trade-ups, but actually that was not the case. The average profit loss for a knife was actually $137, so higher than the overall average, and the overall loss for a glove was 57 per trade-up, which is interesting. We lost less when we got gloves. Also, I forgot to mention, in total we got 14 gloves from trade-ups, and the remaining 39 were all knives. So honestly, looking at trade-ups like these, I'm wondering, is it really worth it? Well, we can see that on average, at least from the trade-ups we did with the help of KV, meaning they were made to maximize potential profit, no, it doesn't look like they were very profitable because we lost $6,000. This was also, I think, a pretty fair comparison because all of the red input skins that people sent or I provided were a good mix of different collections. You can see we even had 5 skins from the glove collection, 2 M4 Buzzkill and 3 Dragonfires, one of them even being factory new. We had 4 P90 Asimovs from the Butterfly Knife collection, which is Breakout. Sadly, as you can see, these produced no golds, meaning all of these 4 P90s were losers in their individual trade-ups, which means we didn't get any butterflies from the Breakout case. And the same goes for all the skins from the glove collection. We didn't get any golds from this collection, which also significantly damaged our average profit loss because these skins were very expensive. Just these 9 skins from the glove collection and the Breakout collection were $3,200 in total, and they were basically lost because none of these made any golds. You see, we got 0 golds from these collections, which is very sad. That can probably maybe skew my statistics a bit. But my question is now, is it worth doing gold trade-ups or not? Well, there are still quite a few trade-ups that you can do using reds, which either aren't that expensive or they may be pretty expensive, but the golds they produce could be on average more expensive, like the glove collection. In some scenarios, yeah, it can be worth doing a trade-up, but honestly, I wouldn't do it. It's getting to the point where the reds are so expensive that trading them up is kind of counterproductive. We're at the point now where the cheapest reds on Steam Market are all battle scarred, or at least most of them, and they're all over 30 euro. Many of them, like the Chrome Cannon, is 33 euro. Yeah, sure, it's field tested, but this is from the Kilowatt collection. If you trade this up, you can only get a cookery knife, and those are all very cheap. So yeah, in my opinion, no, this is just like very advanced case opening. It's gonna cost you a lot of money, it's very risky, and it's not something I would do, which is why we did it as this community event where everyone takes a little smaller risk. That's also why I want to say I'm not sure how many gold trade-ups I'll be doing in the future. Yeah, it's very fun to do and I'll probably do it every so often, but it's not gonna replace case openings for me because it's way more risky and way more pricey. If you're opening 10, 20 cases, yeah, that's fine. That's like $30, $40, $50 or something. If you're doing one gold trade up now and you want it to be worth something, well, you're gonna have to put in at least $150 to $300, which, yeah, in my opinion, that's very degen. And if this still hasn't convinced you, just look at this. The input cost versus the output value. Total loss $6,000. That's a house in Sweden. Bro, what the fuck? Why is everything a house in Sweden? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope now you got some more insight into these red trade trade-ups and why maybe it's not so smart to do, even though you see all the YouTubers and streamers doing it. On the average, yeah, you're gonna be losing a shit ton of money. Thank you for watching. Wapayum!